African American, I'm sorry, the symposium for African Americans with disabilities. And I'm here today with two of the major coordinators for this event. Reynaldo Fowler, he is with the Arizona Center for Disability Law, and David Carey, who's with ABLE, Arizona Bridge to Independent Living. And I just want them to tell you real quickly about how this came about and the benefits that they see, the impact that this is going to make in the community. Okay, Reynaldo?
You wait,
Yeah,
start?
long
Well,
friend.
okay. Well, how things started was about 3 years ago. David, we had a conversation, and we talked about how when we go out, and you see very few African Americans at different activities regarding disabilities. And so we just started talking. So what can we do to try to get more people in the African American community and get in contact with them and talk about the different things that we do at the center and what they do at the ABLE, and address some of the concerns that maybe African Americans families were having. And so, David said, well, maybe I can get the conference center at the Disability Empowerment Center. And I said, well, David, great idea. He said, maybe I can get it, since I work there. I said, well, David, let me see if I can work with some speakers. So I think, David, how long we put it together? The first African American? About 2 months. So we put it together 2 months, and I think, David, we thought, well, we might get about 60 people come through, and so
You
we
got
had,
me. You got
yeah,
my
well, we
attention.
had to close it out. I think two weeks early at 150.
Wow.
First year.
I remember.
So we were saying, wow, maybe we have something.
Yes.
So we said, okay, let's try it again. So I guess we were pretty ambitious because we gave the first annual without knowing if there was going to be a second year
annual,
one.
right.
But we gave. I think.
That's right.
I think we wanted to set it up so we
Confidence.
force ourselves to do it again. So. So we did the second year. We moved it to the Phoenix Coast Hotel because we outgrew the first site at 150,
something?
and
Right.
we wanted to have some more workshops. So we had it at the hotel, very successful. So we decided to, we outgrew that facility. The first two symposiums, we were able to get monies to cover costs of the
Yes.
symposium, and so we were able to do it for free. Okay.
I see.
The first two ones.
Yes.
And as you know, as you become more successful,
Yes.
you need a better facility. Free becomes very difficult.
Right.
So, but what we thought, no matter what we wanted to do, we wanted to make sure that if we had to charge people to keep it going,
Right.
we would do everything we could within our powers to keep it as reasonable.
I think it was very
as
reasonable.
so for folks can come. And
Right.
so this year we have a little charge. We had charge for it this year.
Right.
But one of the things that we did was we worked with the LEAP program, which is a program, it's out of Pilot Parents of Southern Arizona,
Right.
which is funded by the Arizona Developmental Disabilities Planning Council.
Yes.
And what it does, it allows scholarships for parents of children with disabilities and individuals with disabilities to attend conferences, workshops, to improve their skills. And so we really worked closely with the LEAP program out of Pilot Parents of Southern Arizona. And so families were able to come to this symposium on a scholarship. And that scholarship would cover the cost of the conference, also would assist in transportation needs and hotel needs.
Right.
We tried to do our very best to get that information out to
Reynaldo,
the community.
I would love for you to talk for a moment about what you actually do with the ACDL and your commitment. I mean, I've known you for years, and every time that I've seen you, you've been so committed to making sure you're out there in the community and that special education laws are understood, especially within the African American community.
Okay. Well, I work at the Arizona Center for Disability Law, which is, we call it, it's part of the protection and advocacy system. And what that means is that each state and territory has a similar organization like ours who do work on behalf of individuals with disabilities. So we provide the legal aspects of disability. So I've been there since 1984, which is about 30 years, and mainly I've done different things at the office, but the majority of my work is in the area of special education. So what I do is I'm not an attorney, but I'm an advocate, and what I do is I work with families who have issues with kids with special needs in the school system and 504 plans. And so one of the things that's what I work on. One of the areas I really focus on the area of identification, abuse and neglect, discipline. So I've been doing that a number of years in terms of working with families. So,
And we appreciate you.
And so that's one of the things. And so really the purpose for us to have the African Americans program, it's all about providing the community with education, knowledge, to be proactive.
Because
not
there
be
is a
reactive.
disparity. There's
a disparity. There's a lot of issues regarding African Americans with disabilities. The issue of identification, underserved, discipline. So you get a lot of complex. And but if anybody has questions about special education, the ADA, I would encourage them to go to our website, and we have a lot of free publications that we have.
Say that website for us.
It's www.azdisabilitylaw.org.
Okay.
And so you can go to our website, take a look at all of our information that we have for the community.
Well, thank you so much, Ronaldo, for giving that great synopsis of not only the work here at the 3rd Annual Symposium for African Americans with Disabilities, but also about the Arizona Center for Disability Law. And we thank you so much for the work that you're doing in the community, the outreach that you're doing.
Thank
It's
you.
just fantastic.